Honestly, I would say the T1's crunches here might be guns. Like if T1 want to start going aggro like this, I think they should be able to get info topside the whole time. I think you make a very good point that they have no like info get out of there, so these might go aggro. Whoa, whoa, Chemiyuki, dude, you did another 20 gifted. Thank you so much. Chat, you know what to do. Let's get the slug oil spam still going. Dude, 30 gifted today. Thank you so much, man. The hell? Chemiyuki, thank you, man. Thank you, I appreciate that.
It's a 5-man stack from Talon, but T1 they're very quick to push out a dish.
Thank you so much, dude.
Just say, okay, we don't know for certain what this looks like over by tree, but are they just gonna creep in? It's just gonna be a fast push in.
Oh, they're gonna creep in. Nope, he's absolutely sending it.
But it's a 1-for-1 trade. Meteor still on the site. He cannot quite land onto multiple after Primi.
Did get at least banned down to low HP though, but now the 3-on-4. I mean, how do you refill back in with all that space? Up through events, he's gonna be able to find at least Jit Boys.
Cruz has to back out, but Buzz chases him down before.
How was Buzz done that? Only tanking one shot.
But like you mentioned, Ban already very low. Governor hiding out with him. It's going to be a 2-man trade. Ban should be the bait here for Governor to try to get the kill. Ban just acting like there's nobody else behind him.
Yeah, you can't see the spike from here. This is done.
Trying to check the angle for him. It's not really planted for Governor, so it's not a great spot. And it looks like the defuse should just go through. There's the paint shells, but half already done. Governor has to go on the hunt. He has to win these duels. He's not
like
Governor
did that. He gave it a good go considering it wasn't planning for him.
1-on-3, in fact, actually. With the aftershock in his
Dude,
face
I mean, how has Buzz done this in heaven though? He should have been stopped earlier for sure. Chemiyuki again, thank you so much for doing that, dude. I really do appreciate you.
3-on-4, right? Just being able to go up the ropes this way really broke apart the post-plant defenses that Talon had.
Yeah, and just this chase down was huge, right? Because it was planted more so for that tree line, for that heaven line, and eventually Governor and Ban, they just had to back out and try to get whatever picks they could. Talon looking poised for another push towards B main here by the tree line.
Okay, they do have the outlaw and everything as well.
Sylvan, he's just going to be able to spam down alongside Meteor. Meteor good with the double, and they know it's a good chase through. It's a 2v1. They should be able to keep their weapons. A Guardian gets dropped, but they know exactly where Jit Boys is at this point.
A little bit of damage. It's going to be interesting if, I mean, Stacks can go pick up the gun, right? Okay, so they lose no guns on this one. It's not bad.
Close to flawless.
Yeah, I mean, I would consider this a very successful round, still keeping both those Guardians as well. So T1, not just going smooth through. I love this choice to kind of go aggressive as well. Rather
I think Talon can win a map. Yeah, dude, this should, it's not crazy one-sided, this. Like, I would give it like a, I would give it a 60-40, just purely, like 60 to T1, just purely because maybe we haven't seen the best T1 so far. Yeah, maybe 65.
So Buzz's outlaw, he's gonna have to watch out for that a little bit.
And Meteor's been really good about these cam timings. This time going for arcade immediately gets deleted. He's gonna back out.
In-game sound, I turned up a little bit. I hope it's better for you now.
He's actually just gonna jump.
What do I think about the deadlock pick? I think it could be legit.
And now Heaven Control fully in. Buzz meanwhile gets killed on the other side. He's chasing down. That's a spike down.
We've got Buzz solo pushing all the dish. This is actually like what T1 have to do, right? They don't have the info for all of these pushes a lot of the time. Like normally that's why the Scythe is like legit, because you can have a camera that watches two sides. And so one of these is always going to be weak for Talon. So T1 pushing already is a very, very good sign.
Still marking the exits out towards drop at least. Meanwhile, the rest of the team able to play the numbers game, so taking down
there's a bit of an aim diff as well at the moment.
Much easier. Talon,
I know it's really early on.
We'll be able to get the spike down.
Yeah, they do have
but Pistol in this round has been an aim diff.
So once these two dissipate, that's going to be it for any masking possible for Talon. I love that T1, they're just waiting and saying, okay, it's a 4v2. Buzz is making sure that there's no wraparound through the spawn. Talon, they need to get extra picks, and look at what Izu's doing. He's just going to buy time, force him back in so that they can make sure that they group them up and take them out at the same time.
He stunned him as well.
And the chase down. Oh, Jit Boys, he's got to get traded instantly by Izu. Now a 3v1 Primi. He's pushed out. Can he isolate the 1v1s? He's got too many angles to be aware of, and it's going to only be one kill.
Very nice bonus on board for T1. And again, great understanding. You see them pinging about it already, Talon. Right, they're talking about it. Wherever you died from, dude. Solo push dish on his own. What he's saying. The camera for info and then he's punched.
I mean, the dish, the fact that he spotted out that
Not
spike,
even, they didn't have the camera at the
two
beginning.
players off the fact, was able to give them a lot more of that advantage.
So yeah,
the spike being dropped really slowed down Talon because
they gotta hold some of these areas, and
is Buzz coming out with multiple people. Oh, and
it's a great game plan already coming out from T1. Like they've already managed to punish with the bush. So like you're always gonna have somewhere that's weak because of this comp. Right, 5 here, which means that this is weak. So if they did push here and get info, they would absolutely own it.
Just gets read immediately. Meteor knows that there is going
to be the stingers are like. I do like this default. This default's really nice, just purely because the drone, like this drone is great for here. Can jump on top of the box of arcade, which means that you're 100%. Oh, this is nice. Means you're 100% sure that no one's behind there, and then you can actually get through the smoke and pop on site.
There is no exit already. Massive numbers advantage with the stingers and upgraded rifles as well.
Oh my, nearly got incredible timing. Look at the HPs, 29, 5, 64.
Right up against the wall. He tries to
That's his doable round.
Gets that information. A 3v2 now, but look at Ban's health. Only 5 HP. It might as well be a 2v2 if Talon doesn't play this carefully.
Nade off this wall could be big.
Kit of utility as well. Showstopper in the pocket. Meanwhile, Izu on the other side does send out the stun. Oh, with the paint shells with the outlaw
Damn,
shot.
they timed it with the double damage in heaven as well.
Showstopper online as well. Primi just hoping that it doesn't get checked.
Nicely done from Buzz. Just got the shot off there. Hey, that was good from them. That was good. So, I mean, he kind of had the perfect gun. Normally for a retake, it's not the perfect gun, but the nade off the wall goes deep. They had the tail damage beyond it, and then they have to pretty much just run into his gun.
To buy up, and I don't know if you have anything much to add on other than let's wait to see what our
I mean, I like the
I
did like the strat from Talon.
Yeah, it might be a little bit tough to call
They just
the
got
timeout
wrecked
right
in
now.
heaven.
You're not really seeing or exploring too much or enough just yet. I mean, right now, Meteor has been able to anchor the B site so effectively, or at least to get information. But down to the final play as well, this outlaw has found so much value
space while
in the
tanking it.
showstopper on a kamikaze play against Primi as well.
They've
Primi now with the Armageddon and
you talking about
for Governor.
is him running to that one?
Really needs to make this round work. They wait for the cam. This time it's set up on dish. So look at T1. They're rotating.
Okay,
right? The Cypher
T1
goes from tree line to arcade to dish.
close to summons.
Now making a little bit of noise, trying to draw out
Same as
Molly,
Talon.
the early smoke, drawing out a lot of that delay, but the
All
Armageddon
players
already
all. I mean, this is a nice tail ult though.
Here's out Canteen at least.
There's
right
all
now,
the
Buzz
Canteen.
in with the op, goes in for the quick peeks, take down Jit Boys. Talon has swarmed the site though, so trying to hold it down with the spike down now.
He's waiting to see if there's a repeat. Goes right outside of the smoke, and he accurately identifies what Buzz is trying to do.
Okay,
He's
but
pushing in from
not
the
gonna be
flank,
another
though, now.
2v3 though, right?
Both teams separated. There is
Kind of a
Armageddon coming in
2v4.
from Izu, trying to make sure. But look at that small gap.
Wait.
Ban hiding on the site. I don't think.
Oh, they missed. They really messed up their ult.
Primi's gonna win anyway.
Yeah, they really messed up their ult.
Primi still being able to take the duel off
Just
the
just a
other
line
ends
where
of
he
the
could
site,
hide
but
here.
like you mentioned, that little gap. Izu just kind of going in
well,
for that little bit of a Hail
they're on the
Mary
board and
spike
they're
tap,
good to string
but
some
did
rounds
not
together
expect
here,
Ben
no
to be
doubt
there, so
about
that
it.
definitely,
I wonder if
it
T1
kind
are
of
gonna start
doesn't
going
work out in their
aggro.
favor, and the
Dude,
once
there's
the
no
ball
way
comes
they
through.
there's no way they time
Looks
out.
like a timeout. I gotta imagine that it's still from Talon's side here.
Yeah, actually a
Just
timeout?
given how the beginning was going
Losing
through,
one?
yeah, it's gonna be a Talon
Talon
timeout.
timeout?
Because you look at the timing, Governor kind of sent in.
Baby
right?
Bay,
You
hello,
heard
mate.
the smoke come down, then you saw the
Let's see here, dude.
Molly coming out. Governor stranded on no man's side. It was good recovery. They decide we still have to flood into the site. We have to have the numbers advantage, and they're able to secure the round. But perhaps not really
need someone on
liking
weak
the fact that,
side.
hey, we're starting
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
stack, and
I
once we
agree.
get red, we don't really have a way to adapt. So
I
Jovi
honestly
this
think
time
the
really
timeout
sharing a
here
piece of his mind.
might
How Talon
help
can try to catch up here
T1,
on the
depending on
attacking
how
side.
aggro they get. Because if you watch
they are
Bars
sitting on 3
push,
ultimates in this round as
and then
well,
you've been
so there's a
keeping
very
track of
good
where the pressures
chance
come
for Talon
from.
to really turn things around, turn the
I
tables
think they
around
might go
against
aggro
T1.
at one point here, we'll see.
Now I gotta imagine at some point, I don't know if you keep going for these 5-man stacks on Talon's side. Going with that deadlock, you
That's
don't
a
have that
Zazari,
traditional
the
flank
Prime.
watching
Thank you
passive
so much,
intel
dude.
that you
Appreciate
would
that.
have with a Killjoy or a
And
Cypher.
Chemiyuki with the
So
gifted
you're
to Baby
really
Bay as
banking on
well.
the fact
Thank
that
you
you're
so
just
much,
blocking
Chemiyuki.
up the post plant. So I don't mind that idea, but at some point a variation has to come through because T1 just had a chance to discuss things with their players as well.
That is true indeed.
If you just show and go, you run into the strike. Yeah, it's true. It is true. I feel like that's where I would be like bit of pressure. We could perma drone the whole time. Like I feel like this is where the drone from Teo becomes incredible.
Makes use of it though. Right now, everyone positioned towards bench.
Well, that's a trade of Yuto. You only heard one gun. It's trapped. Premi, there's so much Yuto coming after him. Meteor just traps him in. That's the rifle given over Talon. They don't have time.
Yeah,
Once
like
again,
this.
they have to rush
Drone
in.
goes
They have
in,
to
they
just
spot
try
a
to
good
block
amount,
up the site.
and
Goes right by
holy
Governor.
hell, he's
In the
absolutely
1v1, can he find
centered.
the kill? No! The Sheriff
And they
heads
got
up
an
Remiza
upgrade,
with
and
the
I think they
smoke.
thought they were going to have a big buy round, otherwise you maybe wouldn't do this path
Just
thing.
trying to hold off to the other side. The barrier mesh kind of keeping them a little bit trapped in. Ban.
I think he's only ever going to get
play
1 for
inside
1,
of
so I
smoke.
feel like he really,
As soon as it dissipates, he
or
finds
everyone thought they
something.
were going to be on buy
Trying
rounds.
to fake him out with that barrier mesh. It's a
Instead
double
of the low
push
buy.
in from Talon, but now they're both identified. There comes the stun, lands him up. No, it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Cruz still pushing through from the site itself. Now they know exactly where the Talon players are. Jip Boys needs to hold through. There is a Rolling Thunder just to stay alive. It's a matter of time at
Hey,
this
this
point.
is nice from
Crossfire set
Cruz,
up
though.
from Talon. T1, what's the play? The smoke comes out to try to isolate, and
Not
Sylvan
bad.
gets him as he's trying to relocate.
So doable.
Jip
Look at the
Boys
HPs.
trapped
You're going to
inside.
ult.
There's the orbital strike. Orbital strike traded. Defuse, half.
Did he get
not
half?
quite done, I don't think.
That is
And is
close.
that enough time? The volley comes out as well.
No, not
and
even
Sylvan
half.
has
Oh my
no
god, the
option
time on that
but
ult was
to run.
incredible. The 5
Round
HP smelted him.
saved by Jit Boys in with the counter orbital.
Okay, back
Just
to
being
back
able to
rounds.
burn down at least one of
Got a
the
little
other
bit close.
players as well. I mean, so much
But
chaos on the side with Governor.
They
being
didn't
able to
use
sneak
that
all the way
many
through,
ults, I
and
guess. These
T1
two.
almost
They still got the
completely
Raze ult.
the eco, but down to it all at the end. Just Jit Boys alongside some of the other players being
Yeah,
able
I
to
feel
stick
like
around site.
I felt like they both did really good here, to be honest. Cruz and Jet. They bowled a lot of time.
Take whatever rounds you can get. But it didn't start off as smoothly as they would have hoped. Premi, they were hoping that the tail would
What is this
the
one?
fake cell enough. Now
Okay, so this
finally
time we're
A-main,
actually going for a
and then another
4-1.
push from Band
We got
as
the
well.
4-1,
Talon,
and
they
then
haven't
we
quite
insta
gone
throw
for
the
B-side
grab
this
net.
strongly 2 rounds in a row yet.
For now, just trying to hold out
Okay,
the round.
it's a good changer from Talon because they've just been doing like 5-0, right? 5-0
down over
in terms of their
from
hits.
Dish.
So actually having someone here and insta showing pressure is good.
Information he wants.
They're mixing it up.
Okay, but right now it is a lot of intel, a lot of util being spent as well.
Yeah, but the quick wraparound from Meteor, they know for a fact
Damn,
that this is
Razel
a
going
site.
down
They're
to
already
8
positioned to
HP,
hold
it's
the spawn
rough.
line. It's really a matter of timing, and
The
there's
great
the stuff, the
stun.
drop down. 2-man drop. Cruz tries to hold them through.
Yeah,
Annihilation does
and-
lock one up. Premi has to win that, and he does. Locks up A-main
that's
as
the
well.
kill that matters though.
Continuing to hold the door as well, but here comes
Okay.
the swing from Buzz. Now looking for the next one. Cruz just buys a little bit of time, but the salvos.
Do they even
He is
consider?
stuck behind the little box.
Oh, you gotta be
Sure,
Oh, I'm
Buzz
not
is
sure they
aware.
consider
You
now.
gotta recognize that
Oh,
there's
okay,
a gap
respect.
there, Buzz, with a nice little
Maybe
tickle
they
down
calmed it.
3v2. They isolate the fights. Now there's the double peek, and Band cleans up one.
8
1v1
HP
with
to
8
45
HP from
HP.
Governor. Boombot stacks nose. Does he hold for the half? Governor, where's the swing? He still waits. He baits him into thinking that it's the half,
Damn,
and then
nice
Stacks
shot
is
from
still
Stacks.
waiting.
Oof,
Just
this
with
is a
enough
big
time
round
to
here.
finish the defuse.
So
Tell you what I did like from
patient,
T1.
just has it in
Losing
his
A
hands, and he
main,
knows that
instant
he's
reaction
got
to
the
push
round. With 8
towards
HP remaining, just not much that he could
south
really
side.
do,
I thought that was
trying to play
cool.
so conservative behind the boxes,
Because normally most
allows
people
for
over
Stacks
towards
to go
A
with that
main will
swing.
like
He's
heavy hold
confident with
door,
it. Now onto
and
the
you
other parts
try
of
and
the map.
prioritize
Quite
having
chaotic on the
one
site
behind
itself
where
as
Buzz
well,
is
but the
now.
Annihilation does find someone,
and you have just the
but down to
crossfire
it all,
on
just
door.
because that T1
And if that
managed to get
happened, you would
space up
have
behind A-main, managing to kind
you would
of
have
get that
Meteor
pinch
going
play into
behind
his
and
site. It really
flanking.
threw things off for Talon.
Yeah, and I love that Buzz checks that little corner as well. Whether it was purposeful or not, they recognize that there's a gap, that someone has to be trapped.
Yeah,
in that
because
corner.
normally you want to like
This
crossfire
sounds like
this, right, in your
3-1-1
after plant.
split from Talon.
And then it's very,
Finally
very
spreading
hard
out
to take
across
the
entire
site.
map, and
Like,
Premi
very,
goes
very
for
hard
the
to
Spectre
retake.
in hand, 2 points away from his
So I
Armageddon.
like the fact that lose A main, Meteor pushes tree.
I think
And the
for
fact that
now,
they've been
the stealth drone
5-person
pushed all the way
so
out of
much
A-main
that
doesn't spot anyone.
probably something they talked about in the
Stacks
timeout.
does hear the zip lines. Not entirely sure what the game plan is, but look at that. They're already looking for
Okay,
Dish.
Buzz
Well,
one
there with
kill
an
away
open
from
main,
ult.
trying to make sure that there's no push in from the north side. Already the attack starts over by B, though.
Yeah, smokes out, so players starting to get ready at least.
Cub
T1
gets away with
a little
one.
bit stunned up. Governor straight in towards tower, and
Oh,
that position
they
is
clear
very
tower,
well
but
noted
there
by
is the
me.
trip here.
And there is the ping shows. Buzz, does he try to peek out? The stun comes through Governor.
Oh
Yeah, no
my
way
god.
out of that one. You're
Yeah,
stuck in dead
he
water.
got wrecked there.
Now
Oh,
just
they do
on
pop the
site,
ult though, and they're
waiting.
gonna get
Barrier
nothing
mesh
for
comes
that.
out.
We've got a free
There's the
sight
Rolling
apart
Thunder
from
to keep them
Izu.
at bay, and Bad just gets caught right
Dude,
in
what
the trap
the
of
hell?
things. Talon,
Breach
no way
ult,
to
but
enter
you
the site.
slam them into
3
this
members
wall.
all stuck on this,
Damage,
40
damage,
seconds. You
and then
could
breach
rotate,
damage.
but now you're getting
Kind of
red
looked
like a
like
bug.
for you to
Yeah,
jump
so
out.
much of the util already spent as well, Chobra. I don't know what Talon could
Yeah,
do
the
in this
saving on
round. Maybe
this.
just the save
I like
at
that.
this
I like
point
that
as
breach
well.
ult. Again,
They
I'm
lost
big
so many
fans
of
of
their
like
players
breach
early
ults when
on. It
they
looked like they were trying to go for that mental
like
conditioning,
slam
play
you
towards
into a
B,
wall
then
instead
kind
of like
come in with a full
speed
rotate back
boosting you
towards
up
A,
to actually
but
get
Buzz
out of
pushed
areas.
out. Buzz got all
I
the
always
intel.
feel like when I see ults like this, there's a bit more forked and they're stuck more in like an area where your util can actually do damage.
So you know that it was going to be a fake. It's a great read from T1 and the early save call. They did have Armageddon. You still have the salvos, but not going to rely on that as a way to secure the round 5 or 3v5. And Talon will just have to give up another point. T1 now up to 6.
Stacks? Yeah, Stacks is looking
right.
confident.
It feels
Yeah,
like we
so
just kind of started things off, but so
it's
much
either,
already has been handed to T1.
I'm not sure it's
Talon
like
needs to find a
Stacks
way
is calling.
really
It probably
claw their way
is.
back into the game. They
It might be
have the
game plan
Armageddon,
that they
but
decided
so
to do
far,
against this
not
comp once they saw
entirely
it
sure how they're
in
gonna
Champ
capitalize on
Select
that.
or in the
And
timeout.
I think the
Or it
biggest
could just
trouble is
be like
T1 seems
their
to have a
reactions.
decent read that it's
Like they could
always
just
going
have
to
set
be a
protocols
stack.
of
They're
we
pushing
lose
out
here,
without
we
that
push
much
here.
investment. Just 1 or 2
I
pieces
don't
of util,
really know
one
which
person
one it is
checking to
until
see
we
if
see
there's a
like more
push.
demos
Cam
of them,
checking to see if it's
more
a stack.
VODs of them.
And once they get the read, they immediately
But
start
no
to
matter what,
rotate
like their
and put
reactions
out
are
their
good.
own delay in the form of things like the fault line. And so I'd love to see Talon either go
Yeah, it looks like
maybe
they're
even
going aggro
faster,
south side
or
maybe.
try to use the map a bit
Camera
more, play with the
to
time
get
a bit more.
info.
You still had 40 seconds left in that previous round as well.
I feel
Throwing
like
offside.
that's what they were trying to
Yeah,
do in the
this is
previous
what I
round,
want
but
to
it's
see.
just so much of
Like
it
this
gets
drone
shut
getting
down
used
because
early
players
is so
like
fine.
Buzz
Dude,
are
it's a
so
shame. I think
proactive. But here we go, looking
with how
for
they're
the
playing, they can
possible
just
full
tank
stack
the
straight
drone
into
the whole way.
A-side salvos to clear out a little bit of
So
space
they
early
did
on
good here.
towards
They got
A-main.
info
You
north
don't have the
side.
salvos to clear
Now
the
they can
site, though,
focus
and
a little
already
bit
so much
heavier.
time, so there is the ult orb. You could have sent the Armageddon, but it really does feel like Talon, they're now trying to put the pressure,
Is the
forcing
stream
T1
lagging? I don't think
either
so. I think
invest
it looks
members
okay.
or utility to re-clear A main, and T1, they just
Might
hold.
just be
They
you.
recognize. All right,
But
Talon,
Twitch
if
has
you
been a
want to
little
change
bit
the pattern,
crazy
that's
for me
fine. We got
recently,
Crossfire
so
set up. We got someone watching Dish as well. We're pretty
Frost
safe
called a
here.
timeout?
Meanwhile,
Yes,
the
a 4-1.
Cam and the Tripwire watching
Yeah.
Arcade, so the two members of T1 are feeling safe.
And you were absolutely right as well. I mean, look at T1. So much util still kept in their pockets, just waiting for that
The timing
clear
like on this.
green light from
Oh boy.
Talon. Now
Oh boy.
Buzz kind of sussing things
Oh
out a
god,
little bit.
the
Starts
one
to
pass
actually
and
back
fake
off
with
in
the
towards A, but
smokes
that
down.
should be the tell.
Yeah, the fake
Oh,
over
the
to Sands
nade
does
was
work. So
great,
Buzz is out of the
though.
site. That
Oh,
leaves
they
the site
isolate
empty,
cover.
but Governor, he can't quite get the kill. The Cyber Cage getting so much
And
value.
then Buzz
now
double satchels
repositioned,
sight.
and Talon has no idea. They do now,
Oh
but
my
he's
god,
just gonna
this is
spray
sick
down
though.
and shut down the gate to
It's a
B
shame. I
site.
thought the Talon strat was pretty good.
Blocked.
I think honestly, the only thing I would say there is they maybe had to wait like
Talon's
2-3
faces.
extra
It's
seconds for the
just
fake. The fake looked pretty
Has the
convincing.
spike on the ground, but not really within his
First
range
time
to
they'd
pick
done
it
it,
up.
they
Still
committed,
continuing to try to poke around.
From what I could
to
see,
spot
Brim,
out at least player,
Brim.
maybe get a point towards his Rolling Thunder, but so many targets on the other end. Stacks will be able to get the final burst.
7-2 on the defensive side, and T1 has not had to overextend or overheat. It really does feel like a big part of this is the compositional change from T1, maybe throwing Talon off a bit.
Fake with the Teo.
They would also
Yeah.
have to push out very hard from one side to really
They
eliminate
gotta.
all the info. And then
It's a
just
shame,
bring around
dude.
the Rosie
I
around
thought.
the
I
entire
honestly
map.
thought
But right now, Talon's like, all right, let's
the
go
fake
in,
was
and
pretty
T1 just
good, but
delays and
then
says,
they
all right, what's your
insta-made
next plan? 'Cause
sound.
we're all just gonna hide out in
And then
sight.
it was just like
T1's not
Raze
pushing
was
out until it's
here.
past the
But
1
if
minute
like
mark.
Raze was
Just why
here,
this compositional change from
like
T1
that extra
is
2
just
seconds, I'm
so
telling you, they win that
majestic
round.
right now. Meteor spotting them out once again.
Yeah, and that's a good cam hit. The tripwire will get spotted. Stealth drone just trying to make sure there's no one hiding behind
Did
the
he
box,
try
but
and
it's
make
not
the
that
jump?
much
I'm
value.
pretty
You
sure
don't
it's
get any
impossible
sight,
with the drone to
obviously,
make that
into the
jump.
site itself, where you
From
can't
what
get to
Liquid,
heaven from
I
this
think it was
side.
Liquid that were doing
So
this
Talon,
well,
once
where they
again,
would like just
blind as
jump,
bat.
check this,
Fan
and then get through
wondering
the
if
smoke
there's no
every
way
single
flank, but
time.
Look at the map. This time, T1, they recognize, okay, they're breaking the cam, they're breaking the
Like
tripwire.
Liquid had a
We've
simple
already pushed out
default,
of
but it was
A main.
strong
We're ready to
when they had
push.
the Teo.
It's so good.
Meteor gets one kill. That's the tail end gone. Jit Boys will try to hold on, but look at the
Meteor's gone
position
for
on
an
the map. They're
absolute
trapped
play.
around the smoke. Jit Boys will still fight through. Meteor's still alive, wrapping around Talon. They have to clear out Meteor. They're not quite sure where he's repositioned to, and they just don't have the numbers anymore.
Oh,
A
look at
triple
them. They look
kill
good.
for the Sentinel
look really
T1,
good.
and Buzz will finish the job.
Complete
Meteor,
and utter
it's insane, isn't it?
destruction.
He's so good.
T1, I mean, you talked about the comp, but also how they're able to hold down the site. I mean, just a little bit conservative with some of their smokes, but because they have that tail
Yeah,
on the
and they
other
know he's
end,
here, and they got a
alongside
kill from a
Buzz,
kill trip as well
T1
before
are
this as well,
able
right?
and effectively able to continue pushing
Yeah.
out, gathering so much information, coming back into rendezvous with the rest of their teammates. Meanwhile, Meteor's just so slippery as well.
Yeah, I mean, Meteor gets the kill under a deadlock. You already have your teammates coming up from B tree line, so you know you're safe to wrap around. It's just, there's so much passive
you rather
info
pick
actually
Meteor or
going over
Karen?
to T1 side. Now a trade of Salvos, Talon.
I mean, they're both incredible,
He's already into
but
Sands
honestly,
for T1. They're looking to just delay
I'm so impressed with Meteor, man. So the thing is, there's a lot of good, there's a lot of good smoke players, and there is a good amount of
not quite in position or ready
solid
to really go for
anchors,
it right now,
but
then
I'm telling you,
T1 finds
Meteor
the
is,
timing against it. Buzz
in my
continuing
opinion, the
to
best.
swing out,
I mean, he's
almost
so
getting the
good.
spray transfer. Stacks gets the trade. All that's
I
left
think now
is
we're
just
seeing
Cruz,
him
and
on
he hears the
another
footstep
team
from
as
behind,
well.
goes in
It's
for the
like,
swing, but the stinger
it really
will not
cements
complete
just
its
how
kill.
insane he is.
Yeah, and again, right here, this round, Buzz doesn't start to peek out until his teammates have already pushed attacker spawn. So even if he goes down, the pinch is there. You still have a crossfire on site between Izu and Stacks. You have that backup plan. So that rifle you drop, it's not going to be too much danger. They're still going to be trapped in sands. And T1,
Gov, yeah, every time Gov looks like he's on an island. Sometimes it's this part
So
thing,
clean with
sometimes
how
it's
they're
the
able to
util from
make it
T1.
work right now, and Talon just not quite having the solution. This is just the first half, but you got to keep in mind a few rounds ago, well, it's several rounds ago
But you gotta look at his comp.
so
Like, he has to send it.
Stacks is so fired up. You got to remember they are close.
Like, he's the one that is meant to take
qualifying for
map,
Masters Bangkok
like
and
map
really
control and
wanted
map
that last round,
space.
first half, pushing through.
Yeah, Annihilation and Rolling Thunder. You gotta
Sometimes
dump
it's the
everything you got.
spacing, yeah, but it's
gonna be
normally the
pushed towards
spacing
spawn.
due to
Pretty
like
good in the
T1's
spike.
util,
We're
right?
trying to stick to the
There's normally
game plan of
util
clearing
in
out
the
spawn,
area
but
where they
are
have
you
to flood
going,
out
son?
from.
You gotta come back to the team because you don't have control of the site. You have to plant, and that's going
Jesus.
to be Primmy.
Dude,
Now
they're
left
getting
all
wrecked, man.
alone with Spike in
They're
hand,
getting
and he
so
goes
wrecked. This is their
down
map pick as
Talon
well.
loses a 2-10 first half.
Okay, this is
Down
impressive though
and
from T1.
kaboom! I mean, you saw the movements on a mini-map, but at the same time, just Sylvan being able to hold down the ground on the site. A quad kill coming in. You gotta imagine this does not feel good for Talon.
Oh, this is rough. Again, the game plan was to push that spawn.
Just
trying to get
launched
more
him into
space,
the air,
make
dude.
Sure that you cut off the backup so that you have an option if you need to rotate, given how fast T1 has been swarming the site. I like the round read. I'm actually not going to criticize that at all because I think that probably was the answer. It was just
Was a little bit
happened to be the
messy.
last round of
Was
the
a little
half.
bit messy.
But at the end of the day, his teammates blocked off, getting delayed. Primmy now separated, spike in hand. You can't rotate back out of arcade, and then the team just all falls to pieces one by one. Yeah, you gotta flip all of them at once. There you go. Buzz and Stacks reunited, and you mentioned
Where do we
how much
rank
it would mean
Stacks
for
as an
T1
IGL?
to return to an international, not just the team itself.
Again, it's like,
but
yeah, I
Stacks
feel like it's hard for
missing
me
out
to
on
gauge
all
sometimes
international tournaments
where
last
it's
year.
like
As one of the most decorated
team
veterans
set
here
stuff
in Korea,
or
he would love to kick
just
off
like
the
his
year
actual
by
IGL.
getting to an international
He
stage.
didn't have to do much here,
Without a doubt.
if I'm honest.
You gotta remember all those lovely little elevator gags.
Like,
Yeah,
a
we
lot of
had
this was
with,
just setups and
Paper Thin
reactions,
kept
in my
him,
opinion.
Paper Thin kept him locked in. I know, you blame Paper Thin, but what are you gonna do?
Paper Thin's not here any longer, and Stacks is ready to break those doors open. But at the same time, on the other end, it's a Thai team, a Thai organizing. They got some Thai players on the team, and they are hungry for the win
Yeah,
as
the
well.
PNC
Just that
season gets
right
cut.
now,
That's also
with
true.
this first half going this way, it does not feel good.
Yeah, we'll see
So I think
how
that's
the
what I like
defense
about
is
this
set up. Now, you do
T1
have your
squad.
own
I
set
feel like
of
there's a
tons
lot
of
of people
delay
that
on
have
defense.
something
You
to
don't
prove.
have to, all stack up like you did on attack. It is a
Like,
little
this
bit
should
of
be a
different
hungry
story, but
team.
obviously on pistol, let's just see how much of that utility is going to be useful. You have that sonic sensor set up for tree line, and two members
okay.
trying to prepare for a fight towards
1-0
arcade.
on the pistol, and we're doing
Oh, okay,
we're
just
doing
not
the
making any
walking
noise with the
drone to clear
either.
here.
It does break
Everyone's in for the
eventually, and Ban should have heard that, so
drone
you
over
look at
towards
Brimmy,
arcade.
keeping his eye. Trained on towards
Just got the
arcade.
just
Is
got the
he
strong
ready
legs
for
to
the
clear
full
this
push?
real
There comes the
fast.
smokes. Jip Boy immediately trying to fill the
And then the
site.
trap play-
Izu gets one. Ban
I mean,
trades
that's the
back.
main
Izu
place for a
still
trap
with two.
play.
Primmy trades back again. It's a 2 for 2, and Primmy staying alive on the site. The timing for Meteor. Primmy
Big
finds
calm
it. It's
from
Cruz
Primmy.
and
That was
Primmy.
nice.
The
It
time
got like
hero this
it
time
looked a
keeping
little
things
bit.
locked down.
It looks a
Possibly
little
on
bit rough, and then
defensive side,
it
this is where
was
Talon
ended up
really
just
gets to
being
shine a
real
little bit
calm.
more, especially with their
Took
deadlock
that extra
coming
half a
through.
second to
Ban
just
was
chill.
able to block things off.
The comeback is
Now
on.
double outlaw.
I mean-
you gotta snowball things as much as possible. Two Bulldogs as well.
Yeah, it's still going
Salvo
really
good
hard with
work.
that comp.
Primmy
I'm not
launching
gonna
that
lie.
before he goes for the peak, and Jip Boy's really kind of acting
I don't think it's a
as
bad
that
comp.
speed bump as he peeks
Like, I
out
think
from the side.
The strengths
at an
probably
unknown
outweigh the
timing.
weaknesses.
So Talon this time trying to rally themselves. It's still a long way to go, but it's got to be a 5-man buy.
Yeah,
It is
let's see how much they can
hopefully
get.
being able to
Let's see how much they
snowball
can
this
actually like
further
get out of this
rounds. Now
rounds.
peeking outside tree. Spots out the can though.
Yeah, not quite sure if it was broken there on the last shot, but Cam spotted towards tree. So Talon, they're going to choose to just try to get
That's a
information
nice
elsewhere.
sonic
T1 already
sensor
has
though.
a lot of control of the
Once
map
you full
itself.
commit,
It's just the weaponry not
then you
quite
can
there,
tell
and I
on
just
sight
want
a
to
little
call
bit,
out that
and then you can
some have
fast
this die
run
hard.
into
Meteor
sight.
not getting rid of the Gen
Like the
G
two
habit
trips
of
there are
buying that
very
sheriff.
nice though.
Here, the lone sheriff on T1 side on that eco. We'll see what he can do with it.
Instead of a main.
Chat, Riot did a thing. I missed it. They said something about
Old
what they're
Gen G
doing
squad,
with
very well known for their
Deadlock.
headshots And because
Does
he's
anyone
already way up
have a
to the line of
DR for
scrimmage,
me?
not spotted by anybody.
They said they were
It's
gonna
to be a
buff the
fake.
sonic
Try to draw
sensors,
attention with the stealth drone. And now you've
but I
already
don't
got
know
the
if
race
they
close here on A side. T1,
are going through
they're
with it or
getting
not.
ready to strike on Talon. No reason to fool
They
these
are.
Jeff, but
They're
I
keeping
mean,
them
they
the
are
same.
blind right
They're
now.
not buffing them now.
Did call out for those smokes at the same time though, so maybe trying to use that to slip through.
Yeah,
Cruz kind of noted
that's
on towards
honestly
the
a
other
good
side,
move,
inside of the smoke with his burst.
because hey, dude,
But
they're
he's
actually
just trying to spray down and
actually
find
doing some
something.
good
He does
stuff
get
then,
down
because I was
stacks.
worried. I thought they were gonna overbuff it. If anything, I think like the Gravnet needs a. Dude, that is perfect though. He's just on the edge of that.
Right across the barrier there. Sylvan gonna launch the molly.
Yeah, I was worried for Deadlock to get
and just their
buffed, to
classes
be
in
honest.
hand. It's really a question of how many weapons
It
does
just felt like
Talon
it didn't
drop.
need it.
So far, the answer is going to be 0.
Looks
and
like they got a
Izu,
pretty deadly
not
after
much to
plant.
do,
Util,
will just
molly,
hide out.
damage,
Just trying
nade.
to go for the salvo. I think he
Salvos.
didn't realize that it was actually being stuck, because he does have to go out and try to take a fight here.
Yeah, a little bit
Nice, man. Take a
unfortunate
punt.
while his teammates kind of all fell around him. So the salvos as well, not quite finding too much. Just kind of keeping that around.
He's fine, Jai.
So
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He has money.
a little bit tough for T1 in the round, but otherwise a really successful retake for Talon.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Bam was dead to rights right there when the peak came out, but stays alive, keeps the weapon. So 2 Outlaws, 3 Bulldogs. If Talon can get over this bonus round, we can start to talk about the potential of a comeback. T1, this time look at the utility on the north side. Full passive information, a straight trade here towards Tree, and T1's gonna
nice
win
alley.
out. Now
Nice alley
up
kill.
5-4, the smoke comes down. They've already drawn out a crucial piece of one of that delayed
Okay.
util. Oh, another kill for Meteor as well. The 1v1 against Ban, and now Talon. They're stretched across the diagonal of the map.
I mean, they can afford to
3 on
lose this
5
one, and
as
then
well. You just
then
don't quite have the
it's the
numbers
no
to really
mistakes.
reinforce and hold down a lot across the map. Can't have fights like that.
I tell you what,
when Ban, your
I'm
low
a
sentinels
fan
kinda
of
getting
this.
apart. So now
Because
just
everyone
trying to
does
hold the
this
space as
cam
much as they can.
and then plays here to fall back, like this little area where they would probably pre-aim here and you can swing off it if you wanted to duel. Like if you're a confident Cypher.
Doesn't
Nice.
quite get it after shot, but there's the timing from Meteor. Right when Talon forgot about Arcade, the teamwork is impeccable from T1.
So clean with it, just being able to bait out the utility and then the timing for Meteor to swing out off the other end. Of course they don't expect that. Now it's just Jit Boys, and he's trying to peek on through.
Jit Boys, obviously, it being the bonus, you get whatever you can take. Just a Bulldog in hand. You can rack up a multi-kill,
Yeah,
get a little bit closer
2
to
kills
that
would be
orbital
great.
strike.
Not
Well,
even.
it's not gonna happen.
2 armory
Someone
buys.
shuts him down as well. T1 now 2 points away.
T1 looked pretty
from
good. How
already
did
closing out our
Meteor win
first
this
map.
duel? Just straight up
Ridiculously
50-50?
close and fast to it.
I guess.
Jit Boys didn't get the dink though. He didn't get the dink, but still, it's just so much of it going right for T1 right now, who are firing on all cylinders. Like in all regards, they know that like so quick away that yes, it's gonna be the Outlaw. Maybe they're gonna peek out early on, and because of that, Buzz is able to go in for that quick swing, quick push down
My prediction
straight
for
B
EMEA
main,
today.
and then they completely flooded the
man,
side with that teamwork. Meteor
those
being
games
able
should
to hold
be
down the other side as
sick.
well.
Yeah, Busan,
EBL
the esports
Liquid
arena
is
down
gonna
there,
be
having a viewing party with
a
30
banger.
Korean teams playing today. A good day for it. I believe they'll have a
Because I
large
think
kind of
Yampy's gonna.
festival for the finals as
Yampy's
well for
either gonna go
kickoff.
one way
But right
today.
now, Talon
Yampy's either
still
gonna drop
continuing
30
still a
kills,
chance, so it's gonna
or
be
he's
a
gonna
push
have
out,
like
trying to
5
chase
kills.
through with that fault line. They
He's gonna be
took
too
one,
excited.
But Izu only going to be the tail end. B-side already
I don't know which
wide
one it's
open
gonna
from
be.
Buzz. The only place they haven't cleared is Heaven, and you'll carefully wait for his teammates.
Yeah, practically just going for the full retake. Izu though, ooh.
Now hiding out in sewers, he could get a great timing, even if it's not a cutoff. I mean, you just have to wait to get the call that they're coming onto site, and then he wraps around. Meanwhile, keeping my eyes on Ban's position as well on spawn. He should hear the rope, so he should be able to notify his teammates
They saved
that there
their
might be a
smoke.
wraparound, but it looks like he might have missed it because
It's actually
nobody's watching their
crazy
back.
how much they owned
Buzz
them with his
gets
smoke.
one. Meanwhile,
There's
Izu
one
now
round
back
with his
out
smoke.
towards
It's
Arcade.
nuts.
Talon trapped with nowhere to go, but they have a mission. They have to defuse the spike, but they don't even have any sight line on any extra members. There's the over to strike. There's Salvos coming in. It's just going to be extra delay upon delay. And that's where the Tejo shines. No chance for the defuse. A save
Yeah,
for 3
and honestly, I'm not
members.
even joking
And
you.
Talon
This
will
whole
be
round is
down
down
at 4
to this
rounds while
smoke.
T1 is on the
So they split
doorstep
over
of their
towards
map
here,
win.
and then they delayed
Just
this
the
smoke.
composition again. Right?
They
I mean, you
delayed
get to
his
see
smokes.
this duo
They delayed so much of
working
this smoke.
alongside Izu. That's what this
And
composition
then they
is
spend
built
so
for.
long doing like,
Mid-range,
how the hell
they
do we
get
get through the
spike down.
smoke?
They didn't spend way
And
too
there's
much
just
getting
no
into the
time
site.
after
I mean,
that.
the salvo's kind of refreshing. They're just able to keep it for post-plan. That's why they pushed so much so in towards defender spawn, just to be able to throw out that utility. And despite Talon getting into range of the site,
Okay,
they weren't
8
able to do
chances.
anything off of it. Now the last round, possible last round coming through now, you gotta imagine how Talon can really scramble something together at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they just want to focus on the north side. That's their choice. Let's just push out, clear out one side once we get contact. But the setup that Meteor has, unless you push with Util, he can just stand there the entire round with full information. Can watch both arcade and towards the push out from Dish as well. Now, the only thing is
They
he
have a
doesn't have an
second timeout?
exit, so
Yeah,
when
but
these two members by Dish,
kinda done.
Governor peeks out. Oh, but they're not going to. They get faked out by some of that pressure coming out from A main, and they don't ever quite push out. That gives Meteor timing to make his own move.
Huh.
Meteor
It's nice,
off
though.
towards the other side, but right now Buzz trying to hold the peach shells, actually catches Governor. Oh no! Swaps over
Like, he
onto the
tried to
shorty, and
take a
Buzz
timing
continuing
once
to
it
go
was
in,
done, but
looking
they
for
look at the
something,
lock
anything
as well.
inside of the smokes. Well, Talon just keeps themselves trapped
Yeah.
inside of the defender spawn. Meteor comes in front of
They
from
needed
behind.
to get.
Yeah, I mean, they are absolutely trapped.
They
in
need
trying
to get
go
at
for the
least 6 on
wraparound.
attack.
Premi finds him, but now it's still a 3v4. T1 still 40 seconds. You still have Buzz over by Sands. You don't have to push this. Ban will find one kill. The call should be coming in, but there's the swing up from the ropes. Ship Boys, does he have an idea of where Stacks is? Ban, he gets taken down. It's just 2 different 1v1s, 30 seconds on the clock.
What a
Premi,
weird
if he can get
round
this
this
kill,
is.
now a 2v1. You're feeling a lot better. Premi just has to hold on to the site. Stacks, some great moments last week. Got that clutch against Paper Rex. Premi, does he wait for his teammate to come up close? They're going to try to push him out. Blind side of him, he's still on the site. There's the swing from Jit Boys!
Okay.
And Jit Boys will
They're
keep
still alive.
Talon alive.
Still alive
just
for a little
one more
bit.
time.
So well working together, the Tide duo, another Tide duo, you know, this time
let's see,
Narcruise
is
gonna
Fade
be
or
Jit Boys
Sky the
alongside
best
Premi, and it all
initiator
works
on
out so
split?
beautifully. You know, starting things off, right, it felt like everything was
It's
pinched
the
in.
problem with that.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
as like a
Stacks just had
blanket
to get that
statement
kill, but Premi this time
is
doesn't
it's like
quite show himself
completely
fully.
based on
Waits
the
for Jit Boys
rest
and
of
then
the
swings
comp.
out together. Jit Boys getting that kill.
Like Sky with double
So,
duelist
you know,
shot.
when they're given the opportunities, they are able to set up some of these
Then
fights,
if you
but
got another
in that
initiator,
first
then you
half, because of the
probably
positional
want
advantages, T1,
the
all
breach.
members winning
Then
a
you would
lot
have,
of
like,
their
breach
duels that they
fade.
needed. And now Talon,
But it's a little
just
bit
too
dependent.
long of a road to go, but it's not
If you want
over
to
yet.
solo,
Premi
then
has
Sky is the one,
Armageddon.
I would say.
Still got that Annihilation on Ban as well. Meanwhile, Rolling Thunder online for Stacks.
Because
so it
flashes
could
are
just
pretty
be
important.
Ascend onto B site, where Ban is alone
At least on
with
that map,
just 2 Sonic
in my opinion.
sensors.
And that ult would be the big one. Drone to start things off and clear out towards bench.
And I see that orb go over as well. That's the showstopper.
Okay,
So the most
reaction
is
to
that
losing
ultra
Arcade
Meteor. He
is
is
the full
caught.
pass
Meanwhile,
and
Showstopper
send it.
onto the side. Meteor, he has to run away. Can he stay alive? He's going to choose
Oh god,
to
it's
fight.
scary when it's
Nowhere
Meteor
else
though.
to go. He tries to get one, but
Okay.
immediately gets deleted. So now you've got the tree line covered and already trying to wrap around the north side as well. Talon's really trying to maximize the wraparound, but I don't know if that's going to stir them because how long it's going to take.
Yeah, they're gonna have to go in quick.
Yeah, Izu does see the boombot, so Governor knows that someone's watching Stewards as well. There's a Rolling Thunder.
Oh, it's all
just for
going-
extra delay.
it's all going
And
off.
now using the Annihilation, but Buzz already peeks around. There's so much pressure coming out of Sewers. They just can't
Wait,
quite get the wrap around.
oh, they only
It's
finished
going to be
one
ults
under.
for ult as the Armageddon comes out along with the Annihilation. Annihilation does not land. Ban trying to keep Sylvan en route. He's trying to keep him
Oh,
locked
he
in. He
nearly
knows
got
he has
half
him grabbed
and
it,
goes
but there's
down
no
anyway.
strike with the kill. Ban gets one, but there's still so much delay.
There's
The
so
salvos
much
keeping
delay.
them away from the spike. Ban sticks it. He needs to stay on it, but he gets
There is
pulled
so
apart.
much delay.
And Izu
Okay,
will
I
close
mean,
things
T1
out.
demolished
As
them.
T1 close out
They
the
really
first
did
map,
demolish them.
13 to
They needed to
5.
get way more on
13
attack
to
because
5, the quick
that's a rough
scorelines
defense
just to
when you
kick
have the
things
deadlock, I
off. mean, Talon
think.
picked this against
Always
them,
gonna be
thinking
weak
it might have been
somewhere.
that double duelist composition that we've been seeing for a while, but now